So how many of you have heard of someone talking about a mama bucket when it comes to goats, and you have no idea what they're talking about? How many of you have a mama bucket, but you want one that holds more milk or has more nipples for the babies to drink off of? How many of you would like to make your own mama bucket? So hopefully this video that I'm doing about our mama bucket will help answer some questions and give you some ideas. We're going to show how very young babies can drink out of it, and also older babies, and we're going to show the babies drinking off of it so you can see how it's put together and you can see it in action. So I hope you enjoy the video. So this is our mama bucket, and if it looks like a 5-gallon bucket to you, that's what it is. It actually only holds 3¼ gallons of milk though, and we made our own. So it's a 5-gallon bucket, and we have measured and drilled out holes, and I'll show you what those are for in a minute. There's 10 holes around the bucket. Now our handle was falling apart, so we taped up the handle. So that's why the handle is orange, is because it is taped up. So, but it's just a regular 5-gallon bucket, and I'll show you how it turns into a mama bucket. So the holes are drilled, and then this is what we do next. Here's my straws, and we actually got tubing from the hardware store to make this, so because we use a 5-gallon bucket instead of the smaller buckets that you buy from Capri Supply or somewhere like that, you needed longer straws. And we put the nipple on the end of the straw, like such. And you put the nipple in, and you snap it in place. So then they can drink the milk out of the bucket. So you get the idea. Okay, but since we have small babies, and we don't have very many, this is the way we do it. So there's a rubber band around it to hold them together. And this is half-gallon bucket, or half-gallon jar. This is a half-gallon jar that we use for storing our milk. Now, if we put a half-gallon of milk in the bottom of the bucket, which is normally you just pour it into the bucket, it would be, you know, maybe that deep. So they would have to suck it out of the straws that much farther. So what we do is we put it in the bucket like that, and then you put the straws in it like that, and then we hook them in. So there you are, and now they don't have to drink it as much. And we can also, we're going to take a bottle out when they're little like this. So we'll take a bottle, and if they're drinking really good, then we just pour it in. We can actually, with the lid off, we can pour it right into that little bottle, that jar, and keep filling it up if they decide that they all want to drink out of it. Little babies are going to bump the camera, but I'm going to show you how I put my Momma bucket in. So there it is on the table. And I'm going to put it right there. Here's the Momma bucket. And I don't want it all the way down, and I also don't want the babies to be able to knock it over. So I have this little chain hooked up. Okay, so let's get them on. Obviously, some of them don't need help. Alright, alright. They're already getting it down. Save a little bit though to help top them off after we're done. So now the black ones are 5 days old, and the brown ones are 3 days old. And so that's why the black ones are doing a little bit better. The brown girl, Nighty, is the one that isn't getting near as much. So when they're little like this, I always make sure that I bring some milk with me in the bottles so we can top them off, make sure everybody's full when we get done. So I'm going to be doing that now. So after they get a little bit bigger, this is how they eat the Momma bucket. Come on, boys. Come on. Come on. So you do that, and then you can go do some other chores while they're eating their bucket. And that's what my block is for. They tend to do better when it's up a little bit higher. Mine do anyway. So we put it up on a block. And these guys are 2 weeks old, so I do still bring a little bottle and make sure everybody is full when they get done. Well, I hope that explained what a Momma bucket was well enough for you. And I hope it gave you some ideas if you have baby goats and want to start using a Momma bucket on how to make your own. And I appreciate you watching the video. Don't forget to hit the like button, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. We have a lot more videos we'll be doing, a lot more babies coming, a lot more informational ones, and of course fun ones with the other animals, and showing you wildlife on our farm, all different types of videos. So I will talk to you next time. Have a great day.